This is Ben. I'm going through some comps for you here on my screen and I'm recording it. This is the MLS you're looking at here. I have this sorted by Pines Condos at the top. That is the older section. And then we have Pines at Or House, which is the newer section. So I have these sorted by price and then by location. I wanted to go through this with you. These both are actually priced really, really well. Um, the one that we looked at today, the 3 bedroom for 717 a foot. The two solds in this complex in the last year were 866 a foot and 796 a foot. There's also this one that's pending. This one was on the market forever. I've shown this property before. It's pretty weird. I'm gonna go through this one for you. This one went under contract recently. They're at actually lower price per foot. They're at 693, which could maybe help us. It's third story, which isn't as good. I don't think the extra stairs. Um, Here's kind of what it looks like so you can get a feel for it. The kitchen's really weird in this one. It's just, I don't know. It doesn't feel right. Something about this is not right, but it's okay. Carpet looks similar. Bathrooms, let's see here. I don't think the bathrooms are updated on this one. If they were, they would have opened the curtains. So this is a 2 bed, 2 bath. It is 1,175 square feet. So it's selling for a lower price per foot, but it's only 2 bedroom. You don't need to see all these. These are dumb. But then kind of going back to the unit here, third story. This one, I don't know what it's going to sell at, but they're at 693 a foot. Um, History on that one, they were 875. They dropped it. They dropped it. They dropped it. They dropped it. They pulled it off the market. They relisted it. Then they put the price back up to 815, and then it went under contract. So they're probably around 800 if I had to guess. All right. And then, so at 800,000, that would be, I don't know, like 680 a foot or something like that. Um, so yeah, I think there's maybe still some room to do some negotiation on this one. I wanted to go through the history on this one with you as well. They're at 875 right now, 717 a foot. They started the listing April at 895. They dropped the price in June after 2 months, and they dropped the 20 grand to 875. He paid 235 for it 24 years ago. It's been in the same family ever since. But yeah, this is a 3 bed, 3 bath. None of these have garages over here in this part of the subdivision. And then let's go into see what some of these other ones that are selling for eight. So this is 866 a foot, a 2 bed, 2 bath, 860 square feet. This sold, it was 780, it sold for 745. This one's more updated. So this is what 866 a foot looks like in this complex. I don't think it's that much better. It's a 2 bed, 2 bath. It's smaller. Um, they went light on the paint. Um, I sold this exact same unit to another client of mine last year. That's on the lower level. It had the same kind of weird kitchen. These are maple, old from the 2000s probably. This might even be from 1995 when this was built. I think it is. But yeah, this is pretty basic. And this one sold at 866 a foot. Their bathrooms are not redone. Okay. So that's a first level unit. And then another one that sold over here was 796 a foot. This was a 1 bed, 1 bath, 672 square feet, sold for 796 a foot. This is kind of what this looks like. I think I said the other one was updated. It's really not. Neither of these are really. This one probably had the kitchen redone 15 years ago, but they did nice snotty all their cabinets. This one is more updated, and that is what 796 a foot looks like in the same complex. So yeah, that kind of makes me feel like this one is priced right, and the more you can get off on this, obviously, the better deal this gets to be. 1,220 square feet, and then kind of going into the Pines at Or House, which is the newer part. You had the most expensive thing selling $1 million. This is actually my buyer bought this one. This was 730 a foot, and this is what 730 a foot looked like in this complex. Again, probably updated 15 to 20 years ago. That granite is from that era. Cabinets would be original. And this is the one they've already gotten 67,000 income for the year on this one. Just to kind of show you what this looks like. And then this is the newer section of the complex. Two bed, three bath with a loft. So this is not considered a bedroom because it's open, but they're using it as a bedroom. It has a bathroom right off of it. This was $1 million even, 1,370 square feet. Okay. 730 a foot, which I thought was a pretty good deal for this. Um, that one's in nice shape. And then here's another sold that was 718 a foot. So you're kind of seeing like here's all the solds right here in this part of the subdivision. 730, 718, 812, 818, 805. So as you get smaller, the price per foot goes up naturally. So these bigger units, there's a little bit of a diminishing point of return on square footage. So this is what a $718 a foot looks like. This was a three bath, 1,330 square feet. Oopsie. It's really similar. They did countertops, backsplash. Those cabinets are original. Everybody keeps the cabinets because they're nice. Bathrooms are pretty basic, but nice because they have nice finishes over there. Okay, so that's that one. So we went through the two kind of more expensive ones that sold for 718 and 730. Um, the one we were looking at was this one right here for 695. I want to look at the history on this one. So this is the two bedroom that has a couple holes in the wall. They were at 795, then 740, then 695 after they went under contract and lost their buyer. They paid 400 for this back in '08. Maybe there's a little bit of room here. I don't know. Maybe I wonder if they'd go down to 675. So the main difference is being, the location of the complex, the age of them. I wanted to go through these comps and record this for you so guys can kind of refer back to it. I hope this is helpful for you. Yeah, everything else is one bedrooms. There's really nothing else available worth looking at over here right now. That's a one bedroom. That's a one bedroom. It's really kind of the three beds and the two beds. Just those two that we looked at today. So, what else can I tell you? I could show you on a map where the hot tub is. So Pine Grove, this is the listing right here that we looked at, the second one. That's the three bedroom. Here is the two bed right here. And then here's the hot tub right here. And then just to kind of give you a better idea of where in town you are, Warehouse Plaza that's where the mountain is, right? So you just get on the bus right out front. Pine Grove, Mount Warner Circle drops you off right here. And then obviously you take the bus the other way to downtown, Pine Grove to Lincoln. And that's one of the main reasons I really like this area and this part of, still call it condo land. All right, hope this helps.